perfect life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. Yeah, you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my hand again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear.
Please note.
Never gonna stop, never gonna change, never gonna do the things you say. I run my own way to get there. Fools are calling and the eyes seem to care. In the air, no more crowd, just the opposite kind of few clouds. So tell me this time is coming, I'm sick of all your lies. Why don't you try to be wise? Know that I need you anyway. I never wanted to be alive, just to feel like I'm fading. And though my heart breaks, I'll beat it down. I've crossed the lines just to take you. Don't lead the way, don't leave a step.
Ready to fight, ready to go, that's my final word. Taking chances against the just against one. Pulling the game, pushing my brain with the candlelight. I catch my breath and let it burn, 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 burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fears on yourself, and burn it all again. It's the right time to escape this cage. I've been locked in for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Japanese Wrestling Update. I am your co-host, Undersea. Right over here, it's one of the bad bitches that loves Mina Shirakawa. It's the OLE princess herself. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
Doing pretty good, Andre. I had an unpleasant surprise when I got up this morning, though, with the snow. Was not expecting that, although, my phone was screaming at me for the last, week. In case you didn't know, snow in the next hour.
Mm.
It kind of came all in one day. But, happy news. I got snow removers now at my place, so I don't even have to shovel my driveway.
Well, going
Would have liked to
forward.
have known that today when I shoveled my driveway and then they showed up afterwards. Gotta love communication. Nowadays, how are you doing?
Was some big beefy men so you could watch them while they did it?
No.
Oh.
They were very, very nice gentlemen. From the accent, I think they were some kind of Hispanic. They had the Latino twang on it. I like that. I didn't watch them, though.
Heat.
I'm sure they were after all that shoveling, wearing, winter jackets and stuff. Can't be easy. How are you doing today, my friend? You sound a lot better.
I feel a lot better than I have over the last week or
Yay.
so. I got a little bit of cough left, but it's just that last little bit of phlegm. My mom's sick, so that,
Yeah.
that doesn't help. She was
Ooh,
sick
it
on
was
her birth.
just Mama's birthday too.
It was my mom's birthday yesterday, and she was sick as a dog all day. She's feeling worse today, she says. So that's at least a
Oh,
positive. She wasn't as sick on her birthday. I don't know.
oh, poor Mama. You make sure to make some tea for her or something after this.
I got her cake and ice cream for her birthday.
That's good. That's good. But you should make her some tea afterwards for that throat.
She's been doing hot water and honey like crazy. So
That's a
yeah,
good one. That's a good one too.
yeah. I want to get over to our chat room quickly here.
Yes.
Steepo, thank you so much for joining in. Hello to you. And to our new trivia god is Mr. Ed Fries
Oh,
winning trivia yesterday because I wasn't there to win it. I would have.
sure.
I I'm still
Mm,
disputing that. I'm still disputing the Christmas trivia to this day. I still believe I won that. If it wasn't for all of Lauren's fantasy points that Mike kept giving her, I would have won that. And I am Mark's champion for the year, so
yay.
yeah, yeah.
The
So
shade, the shade.
I will be
That's
back
it.
on the
That's
next one,
Andre
Ed.
today.
I'll be back on the next one, Ed. I'm taking your crown.
Oh, big words,
Yes,
big words.
yes. But we're here to chat some Japanese professional wrestling. Over the last like
Mhm.
2-3 days, I caught up on a lot of the big matches in Japan,
Mm.
watching all the big important matches and title matches, and
Yeah.
a just
There's been a
ridiculous,
lot.
a just ridiculously stupid comedy match that I watched. That we'll get to. That I'm going to talk about because I hated it, and I loved it, and I hated it all at the same time. It was really stupid. But let's get into it. We're gonna
Based on
chat.
your description, I don't think I've seen whatever you're talking about yet.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you might have it. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
We're gonna kick it off with some new Japan Pro Wrestling. We're gonna kick it off
Mhm.
with their never openweight 6-man championship match. The Bebop tag team with Bolt and Oleg, the 6-man champions, all teaming up to take on the House of Torture, evil-less House of Torture. No evil present, and he has said he's done with New Japan. He's done with House of Torture. He's done with it all. He doesn't want anything to do with any of it, and I'm very okay with never seeing that man again.
I'm gonna have to look into that because that would
It
actually disappoint me. I liked Evil, but I also liked the version of Evil that you hated the most, which was Lij Evil.
I'll take that version of evil again. No. The evil version of evil I hate the most is the version we've had this last couple of years. House of Torture
Same.
Evil is the worst. He is the worst.
Yes.
Um,
Oh,
Walker Stewart back on commentary on this show had Hartley Jackson in his corner to team up with him on the commentary booth here until his regular tag team partner gets out from under Tony Khan's thumb.
don't worry, I got some sass out on Honor Ramble on that one.
Nice. Good job.
Also, kind of a little like interesting speak of the devil moment. Kyle and I were actually discussing these championships yesterday in the tag division and how nobody gives a shit about the trios titles in any company,
It,
let alone Ring of Honor or New Japan.
I think the only company I think it's DDT has their 4-person team titles. I think it is, which I think they have a
There's
multi-man
some
tag partner.
there's some kind of multi-person thing with them, and it's almost like, again, I can't understand what's going on most of the times, but they do seem to have like a kind of freebird kind of ruling for it. Because I saw this guy who looked like a Japanese version of Steven Styles come out and wrestle with, yeah, with that team. Oh man, why is it the name escaping me right now? It's that Dead Nation. He came out with Dead Nation, and he worked with the clown guy and Cannon, and I forget the leader's name. He just plays Chris Brooks. But like, yeah, it. But then I saw another combination of them defending the same belts on another show. I didn't
That's
watch a bunch
okay.
of shows in between, so I don't know, but, like, yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of chaos with tag divisions right now.
Yeah. And again, multi-man tag titles usually are at the bottom of most piles, which I do agree with. They're not. These are the least important titles in this company. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, even the KOPW title when it existed was above these, and that title was pretty low end by the end of it. So, yeah, House of Torture had stolen the belts, but as I wrote, Bebop Kazakhstan attacked them during their entrance, and they take their titles back so they can pose them in the ring before the match starts. A lot of House of Torture bullshit throughout this match. That it's good.
You missed an obvious opportunity with the name there, man.
Oh,
Bebop Boss.
oh, bars, yeah. Yeah, what is that on his tights? I don't know what that
Triple
means.
E.
What?
It's something in Kazakhstani. We'll have to look it up, and I know it's been talked about on commentary. It's not wasn't considered an important piece of information, so I didn't save it.
What is it?
Sorry.
Bolton is biceps and bars. Is that what it is? The triple V.
No. No, no, no. It does have something to do with Kazakhstan. I just can't remember
Okay.
what it is. Maybe if you guys know in the chat, let us know.
Yeah, I have no idea, man. Yeah, I got a lot of House of Torture shenanigans
Mhm.
throughout this match. The end of this match, Kanemaru shows up for a distraction, but Daiki, young lion, shows up, dragging him away, doing a good job. And Yano gets a power bomb on show. But all out of nowhere, Daiki comes flying in the ring and lands on the ref, taking breaking that pin up. Was tossed in by one Yoshinobu Kanemaru. This distraction of the referee leads to a low blow to Toriano and the Santori surprise, and Show getting the roll up on Yano to become for House of Torture to become the never openweight champion for probably the 2,376th time.
See, and this is what Kyle and I were talking about yesterday on Honor Ramble is that, like, I knew that this match had happened because I saw this match as we're talking about. I'm like, no, this is one of the ones I saw. Yeah. Um, I couldn't remember who won, which clearly shows how important it was.
Yeah,
I will say, you know the young lion, Daiki? He's
yeah.
the one who I would actually peg for going in House of Torture. So it's interesting that he was, pulling away House of Torture people. STG,
STG, my boy STG in the chat. How you
yeah.
doing, sir? I just gotta make a Steeple card now too. Dang, I gotta make a Steeple card. I just don't have time for it tonight. Yeah. Yeah, but it doesn't really. In the end, it doesn't really matter who has these titles. Does it
And
really?
nothing else matters.
Yep. Nothing matters here. We're going to jump forward. We're going to do a little bit of previewing before we get to some New Japan news. Nice to see you two here, sir. And yeah, there's your new champions. Just we're
It's
winning
interesting that
everybody's life.
yeah, it's interesting that they're so unified though. Look at them. You can't even really like I can tell which one's Show based on how over animated he is and how under animated Narita is. But like look, you really can't see a big difference between the two, and Kanemaru also looking a lot like those two. Maybe those three should have been the trios in this one.
They are.
Ask Mr. Pimp to figure out that's
Oh,
Yoshinobu. No,
Kanemaru.
that's Yujiro. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's Yujiro. This is the trio here.
I know, but I'm saying
Oh,
if
Kanemaru should have been. Yeah,
Kanemaru looking just like them would make the perfect trios because they would all look exactly the same and you could never know which one was which at any given time. It's like a
very
twin
true.
magic. Or what was that what the Bellas called it?
Yeah, it was Twin Magic. But
Yeah, but
just remember, Kurt Angle did Twin Magic first with his brother Eric.
that's, that was a fact I didn't know.
It's true. He did it. He did it before the Bellas did.
Interesting.
But SGD, it is nice to see you here in the chat. Thank you so very much for joining us here. We really appreciate it. We're gonna preview February 3rd. We are getting our NJPW World Television Championship match. It is what the second time because these two faced off at Battle in the Valley that ended with Jeff Cobb throwing a young lion at El Fantasma to stop him from getting back in the ring. So they both got counted out. Let's see.
Eat.
Let's see if Cobb throws another lion, or if El Fantasma's been eating his Wheaties, and see if he can throw a young lion.
I mean, he has been putting on a little size, though.
Hmm?
He's got new merchandise too. ELP, go check it out. Go check it out. Yeah, I'm excited for this. You know, these two are going to have so much fun with this because,
Mhm.
as intense as these guys can be, they're both goofy as hell. So, you know that as serious of a match as this is going to be, it's going to have these little pockets of just, nah, I see what you did there.
And
It'll
it's
be great.
presented by Nuts.
Excuse me.
It's what the presenting sponsor on the thing.
I
It's
just saw
Nuts.
that.
Nuts modified vehicles.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
okay. That's
I love it. It's presented by Nuts. Let's go. Let's get nuts.
There's so much opportunity for that, and I feel like ELP isn't frat boy enough to utilize it.
He's
Prove me
not
wrong,
anymore.
though.
If this was
Not
ELP
anymore.
like 2 or 3 years ago when he was with Bullet Club and in his douchebag phase with hanging out with Taiji
Yeah.
Ishimori, that would have been the version of ELP that would have played up the Nuts Presents. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Maybe he still could. I feel like he's young enough he could still get away with it.
He's older than me, but he's younger than you. He was born in
Exactly.
'86. Yeah. I don't know if he's.
I feel like at my age, it would still be kind of humorous if I went, "These nuts."
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So the following day on Tuesday, February 4th, we have an IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Kosei Fujita is going to be a double champion. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. No, come on. As much as I would love for Fujita to win this, in my heart of hearts, I want him to be a double champion. I don't see Desperado dropping this early into his reign. Not with only one
I
defense
agree.
under his belt. And a defense not even in Japan, in San Jose. He's not dropping this to Fujita, which makes me sad.
No, he's not, but you know it's gonna be a hell of a damn match. Holy heck. This is gonna be so good. They've been playing this up pretty nicely. And they've also, I feel like they've been kind of for a little bit playing that lone wolf kind of thing with Desperado for the last month.
Mm.
I believe there's been a bit of a development in that somewhere.
Mm.
But yeah. And then Cozy Fujita, holy hell, has he had a hell of a year? The progress this man has made has just been leaps and bounds, quite literally. If this is how he's going to progress in his career, I would say it's not very, very far off where we're going to see him holding
Yeah.
that title, but I don't think it's going to be this one as well.
Yeah. And yes, Logan, we'll be having some Stardom and Marigold coming up a little bit later in the show. We're just in a New Japan section here.
Yes.
Then we'll be jumping to Noah. Then we'll be going to Marigold. Then Stardom at the to finish it off.
Yes.
So yeah, and then into some news of New Japan, being that they are part of this new United Japan situation. It's with all promotions. They have officially incorporated as a full-on business, full-on company, setting out some new rules to join. You have to. There's 7 different requirements. I'm not going to go through them all because some of them just are. One of the funniest one is you have to have an annual revenue of at least 50 million yen per year. That equates to about $4.7 million Canadian. You have to make per year to be part of the the UJPW.
Wow.
And then you have to have
Wow. Wow.
you have to have one contracted wrestler working for you.
Oh, well, that, I mean, kind of makes sense. I
Uh,
feel like that should be an assumed one. I'm kind of confuzzled as to why that's a rule. Did somebody try to join this thing and not have a wrestler signed?
I don't know, honestly, because right now you have
Wow.
All Japan, Big Japan,
Mhm.
DDT, Dragon Gate, Ganabare, Kyushu Pro, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Noah, Stardom, and Tokyo Joshi Pro. And then again, they've
Mhm.
been talking about, but I'm surprised, like Big Japan. Kyushu Pro Ganbare is making $5 million a year. That surprises me, but okay.
DDT?
Oh, come on. DDT is at least owned by Cyberfight, so Cyberfight as a
You
whole
know what?
makes
That's
make
fair.
sure they make enough money. So that alone, but I'm
That's
just
fair.
surprised like smaller
That and
companies
the
like
wedding special probably helps pop them up.
God, man, we get. Hey, oh yeah, don't forget to submit your applications right here to OLE to be considered to marry Melball next fall for the DDT Pro Wrestling marriage show that
Oh,
we're gonna try to
Lord.
have that we want to
I
do. So
know.
submit your applications at on the OLE Twitter, Facebook, whichever social
We've
medias you
already
want.
got one. We've got one in submission where we're going through the
Yeah,
credentials
but
right now.
we need more submissions so we can make some good choices for you.
Jesus, Murphy George.
Astrid will get final say. Don't worry.
I would trust that actually.
There you go. There you go. And in some other news in New Japan Pro Wrestling, I just got the the
Mhm.
basic of it. Shoma Kato is out injured, and he will be missing the remaining of the New Beginning tour. Um, yeah, Masatora Yasuda or Yasuda, sorry, Masatora Yasuda, who is cleared to return, will actually be taking his place on the rest of the cards. It looks like so.
Okay. I'll have to
And
say that one a few times fast to get that one down.
yeah, and for any aspiring pro wrestlers or pro wrestlers that are happen to watch this, maybe Spring 2025 New Japan Academy intake applications are open for the New Japan Academy in California. If you do, there's beginner and advanced classes. If you do want to join in and learn pro wrestling from Fred, I think it's Fred Rosser, Kushida, and the DKC. A New Japan Academy graduate himself. Go
Mhm.
apply there. You might not get in, but you can always apply. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
I mean, you never know until you try, right?
That's right. That's right. Again, according to this, beginners course and advanced courses are both $1,900 American, or two payments of 1,000. So if you want to break your payment out, it's going to cost you 2,000. But if you want to pay it all at once, it's going to cost you 1,900. It's a good deal.
Worse off. Worse off.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to be frugal in this economical crisis
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah. And it all starts on April 28th and 29th. So go check them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to be a pro wrestler, it's a way to go.
Mhm.
So let's move on. We're gonna jump over to Pro Wrestling Noah, and we're gonna talk about a couple title matches that happened. I was very much looking forward to this match. Eita really has really impressed me. His beating Daga for the title and some multi-man tags, and Hayata
Mhm.
I've loved since the Best of Super Juniors last year. This match was fairly underwhelming.
Mhm.
The styles very much complemented each other because both
Mhm.
are more mat based guys working more technical styles. But it wasn't like I've watched a lot of technical based wrestling. I watched Charlie Haas versus Mitch Clark. That match, it was exciting as freaking hell. I watched
Mhm.
this and went, eh. It was fine. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was just there.
Yeah, and I mean, I know you watched I think you mentioned you only watched, like, the 2 title matches on this one, where I watched the
Mhm.
entire card going up into it. The multi-person matches
No,
beforehand
no,
were
no.
actually
I
very
I watched all the undercard with you.
for this one?
Yeah, because we were watching it with you, me, and Nate.
Oh, right, we did. Well, I watched it again before watching the championship matches, obviously, 'cause
Mm.
notes. Um, but the matches that we had beforehand were very exciting, and very much the crowd was very, very into it. There was a distinct, like, ugh, exhaustion for me going into this
Mhm.
match, so maybe that was part of the problem for me in this one, but I also do feel like there was a certain kind of, like, je ne sais quoi that I expected both of these guys to have that wasn't quite met. And I'm not entirely sure why, because the multi-people matches that we were seeing going into this match, they had such chemistry, such great interaction. They were playing off each other. They were like Eita, especially like teasing Hayata, like, and especially when Eita would get a win, like a roll up or something on Hayata, you would see the personality of frustration and shock coming out, like, what's going on right now? It was because Hayata does have that effortless charisma, whereas Eita is he's animated. He's pretty, I would almost say he's Yano, but he's way, way, way more functional with
Mhm,
having that kind of goofy nature about him. But
mhm.
yeah, this was a very technical match. It was missing a certain amount. Maybe it was just because they were so focused on each other, they weren't interacting with the crowd as much as they usually do. But I wasn't as into it as I expected myself to be. But technically
Yeah.
speaking, fantastic match.
Yeah, technically speaking, it was like the in ring was very good. It just
Mhm.
there was never a point where I was like, it really started to hype me. Like Saber, like again, perfect example of a technical wrestler, Zack Saber
Mhm.
Jr. But he knows how to make things exciting and really get you fired up into his technical. Where I never really feel like I got fired up between the two of these until maybe like the last 2 minutes. Even then, was
It
good.
was iffy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel that.
it was Effie. No, Effie's in the States right now, and you're thinking of DDT.
Effie doesn't disappoint either.
That is true. Effie always he always gets it right.
Effie's
The other
always on
title
top.
match. Oh, sorry. The other title match on this show was for the GHC Tag Team Championships. It is Team 2000X Jack Morris and Omos versus All Rebellions Kaito Kiyomiya and Galeno. Man, this was the exact opposite of the last one. It just so good from start to finish. It was just a little under 20 minutes. Really, Galeno really showing for as big of a man as he is. He is literally like he's Jeff Cobb. It's not fair that he can move the way he moves, but also
Yeah.
have the power and size and be as big as he is. But again, as big as he is, he's not the biggest man in this match, and almost looking very good throughout his run here in Pro Wrestling Noah. I'm just gonna go over
Mhm.
the end of this match here. Got the ending
Yeah,
written down.
yeah.
Galeno trying to slam almost. He can't. So he hits his hard headbutt and tries to slam again. Starts, but he can't. So he starts throwing strikes. But as he runs out almost, he gets caught into a choke bomb. And then Kaito Kiyomiya coming out, hitting two Shining Lancers in a row. Otherwise known as the Shining Wizard, but he's now renamed it the Shining Lancers. Uh, and knocks almost out of the ring. Morris ends up stopping the modified Tiger suplex. Um, but he gets hit with a Shining Lancer. Kaito goes for another modified Tiger suplex, but he stops that, hits the jumping knee, and hits a Tiger bomb. But he does not go for the pin here. He crawls over, tags in the big man. Morris takes out Galeno coming in with a jumping knee, almost then picks up Kaito Kiyomiya, hitting with a last ride power bomb, and they get Team 2000X retains the GHC Tag Team Championships.
For all the good it did them.
Do,
But
do,
what
do
a
you want to
great
talk
match
about
it
the match
was.
before we talk about the post match?
Oh, no, no. What we're obviously going to talk a little bit about it, deep, a bit more deep details when we talk about it on Diginoa. So I will, because I had opinions on this. So some of them were pretty goofy. But I had a lot of fun with this. What I really liked about Pro Wrestling Noah is when they had, is it Omos or Amos? I had this
Almost.
situation with,
I always screw it up because it's just the way I'm
no,
reading
but
it.
here's the thing, just like with Amaska, the commentary, the English commentary, one guy says Amaska, the other guy says Amasuka. And the same thing with Omos. One guy was saying Omos, one guy was saying Omos. And I was like, which one is it? You guys are supposed to be my education in this, and I feel stupid listening to you.
Yeah.
But Pro Wrestling Noah did so well in teaching Omos how to really, again, show his strengths in the ring. And this match was a perfect example of that. You could always see him working and turning around and making sure he's doing what he's supposed to. This was a great match. I look forward to talking about it in more detail with you.
Yeah. And then post match, almost decides he's going to give the belt to Daga as he announces he is heading back to USA to WWE. And Logan's right, possible almost return tomorrow at the Royal Rumble. If he's not in a prominent role in this Royal Rumble, why the hell did you bring him back? Like,
Yeah.
and
Because,
he's a
like, I
prominent
definitely feel
coming
like
out
a
of it
month
too.
wasn't long enough.
Yeah, not at all.
No, you need at least, like, mind you, Anna Jay wasn't there for terribly long either. She came back freaking spectacular. But I wouldn't say Omos made the same
No.
progress that Anna Jay did by any means. He's made progress, but like she made progressier progress.
Well, again, it's also the differences between the dojos too, because the Stardom dojo,
Mhm,
those girls are constantly training, constantly in there. Where
mhm,
I don't think almost is required to be in the dojo as much as other ones, because he is a contracted wrestler from outside. Where Anna Jay went there to
mhm,
work in the dojo while doing all those shows, right? So
mhm,
and
mhm,
working all those undercard matches, we're almost has worked a handful, like I think of 7 or 8 matches while he's been over here, and
mhm.
now he's done. And I don't
For now.
feel like he's evolved enough personally, but yeah,
No, I mean there was, like I said, there was progress, but like
hmm.
others have made progressier progress in the meantime.
Yeah, and so Daga was presented with the title, but Pro Wrestling Noah the next day, or later that night or the next day, decided we are vacating the titles because they do not recognize the championship transfer. As we know, when Andre the Giant bought the title, or Bobby the Brain Heenan bought the title way back in the 80s and all that stuff. Um, but we do have an update from the Twitters of both Daga and Jack Morris at Daga
Oh.
underscore wrestler, at Daga underscore wrestler, and at Jack Morris X17.
Mhm.
So these are the pictures they posted. But so I just gotta pull. Sorry, I've got to pull the information up. Give me a second. Daga posts Ola. He wrote Hala. I don't know if he means Hala or Ola, but he wrote
Hola.
Hala. Hala. It's Hola. So Hala. Um,
Hola. Hola. If
Hol-
it's two L's, it's holla. If it's one L, it's hola.
Hala. If you hear me, you didn't think you were going to have the belt back without me fighting for it, right? So no fight, no belt. I am the champion. That's what Daga posted on his. Then Morris posted, I did not lose. I'm taking my championship with me. Simple. Yeah. So,
Well then.
uh, holla.
Like, it was literally written on this Titantron for, like, prominent years of our wrestling viewership.
Hmm.
I love it.
Uh,
I love it. Look at that.
yeah.
Just walking around with those nice
So,
titles.
in my opinion, they're still champions.
Still
Daga and
my
Morris are still the
champs.
tag champs. They'll be my champs until they are beaten for those titles. They are the champs in my books. There's no
Hashtag still
vacating.
our champs.
Hashtag still our champs. But yeah, so we're gonna jump over to Noah's sister promotion, Marigold, and we're gonna chat some matches that have happened over the last couple weeks. We have been away for the last. We did not do a show last week. We're gonna start for the January 19th show with Utami versus Megaton. This is the match I was talking about, Mel. Um, this
Can
was
I? Do you remember what we were calling her before?
no.
She looks like Cheeseburglar to me.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah,
Cheeseburger.
yeah. She looks like, what was it, Beetlejuice and something? I can't remember what we said, a costume, Beetlejuice and something else. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was
Jesus.
just It was so bad. Oh, she's here. I didn't realize she was here. Sorry.
The queen has arrived.
Queen Astrid, hello.
All hail, all hail.
I'll hail the queen. You will have a job soon once we get more applications for the Melball Mary contest. You will have to pick the winner.
Merry contest, my god.
But yeah, so this match was just stupid. But it was entertaining while being just dumb. It's essentially a Yano match. Entertaining but stupid. Utami beating Megaton here, that made so much sense. It's the only way you
I
could
didn't
go.
watch this, no.
You didn't watch this?
No, I didn't watch this. This was for whatever reason. This was a show I was just like, I kind of looked at it and I'm like, "Meh."
There was 3 title matches on this show.
I know when I watched the title matches.
Oh, so you did what I do. Okay, makes
Yeah.
sense. All right.
You
So
know,
let's get
there's been a little bit of issue for me with Marigold where there's just certain things where I'm just like, this is a waste of my time.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to watch, so I will cherry pick, unfortunately, with Marigold right now.
No, I don't blame you. So we move on to these. That was the pin. I had to put that in. It was so bad.
Oh,
Oh my
oh,
god!
that was great. Poof,
We
that caught
love
me by surprise.
we are happy you're here, Miss Queen.
Oh my gosh.
Cookie is out probably. Her return window, as she's saying, is May, and Shari could be at any point whenever she wants to come back. She dropped the title there in start of the month. She could be back at any time. Again, there's no
Yeah.
updates on if she has any matches coming yet, but again, we don't know. But Cookie,
Mhm.
they're saying that she is in rehab for her knee injury. She's not having surgery, or I think maybe she had surgery and she's already in rehab. But yeah, they're looking at May is an MCL tear. I think it was. So yeah, that's kind of your updates on them. I want Cookie back as soon as possible because she's my favorite person in this damn company. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully she gets
Yeah.
better soon and comes back soon.
Then we'll move on to Superfly Championship. It is Victoria Yuzuki versus Yuki Mashiro. In the end of this match, Kame Yuki hits the cross arm suplex, but can't hold the bridge because it just kind of falls apart. So she hits another cross arm suplex, gets the bridge, and gets the win. Retaining her title after the match, Miss Mitsa Matsui comes out, challenges Yuzuki for the championship. They shake hands, but Matsui pulls her in awkwardly and does get her up for the Kawaii Driver to Yuzuki onto the Superfly title.
That's fired. Didn't expect that out of Mizuki. She's usually the sweet one. But, get what you need, girl. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anything on the title match? Or you good?
No, just an observation that because Mashiro was working on the arms and that one knee of Yuzuki in this one, it didn't surprise me that she wasn't able to hold that bridge because she folded over very oddly on that one. If I remember correctly, she was on her knees instead of on her toes when she was on the bridge. So she was also really messing up her back as well as her knee. But yeah, I saw that too. As soon as she landed, I was like, "Oh, that looks rough." When she kind of rolled out of it and started favoring the knee, I was like, "Well, yeah, pretty much just hyperextended it, girl. Ouchies."
Yeah, then we got a United National Championship match between Mai Sakurai and sorry, I got distracted by the private chat. I apologize. Mel's screwing with me a little bit.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I was just distracted by it. Again, fun little match. I'm a big fan of Nagisa Nozaki, and Mai Sakurai I've been a fan of for a long time. I think Revolution and Marigold has been phenomenal. I think it was a little early for her to win the title, but she's a champion now, and she's doing a good job as United National Champion. The end of this match came. Mai gets the chair that Nagisa and Chiaki have been carrying around with them, and hits Nozaki flush right here on the forehead. No blocking, nothing. Took it right to the head. Chiaki comes in, but misses Mai and hits Nozaki with the spear. She gets sent out. Mai then hits what I think they called the Noir Lancer.
That's
Then
what I heard too. Yeah.
and then she hits her STK, which is an STO, but she can only get 2. She then picks up Nikki Nozaki, hits a glorious driver for the win. I thought this was a really strong match for both these women in this match.
Yeah. I'd kind of like, I love my Sakurai. I love her look. First of all, the new cape that she has with all the fur and the bling. I'm like, since Jubilee has left and taken her amazing attire with her, I hate to say it, but like, some of the people when they made the move from Marigold or from Stardom to Marigold, some of them did really, really great for themselves in their looks, like my Sakurai, like Mirai. But Utami, her entrance jacket looks like she got it from the same place Taichi got his new one.
But her
It
gear, her
her
gear is
gear is
fire.
fly,
I
but
love
the
this
entrance
tails.
cape. Oh, of course, yeah. No, her new in-ring gear is great. But that jacket looks like it looks cheap. It looks bad. But where I was kind of going with that is my Sakurai has always been a solid in-ring wrestler. I have been not impressed with her in her first year in Marigold because she already won the Twin Star Championships. Now she's got the United title here. I believe also like you, it was too soon for her to have a singles title because I feel we haven't gotten the best work out of Mai until she won this title. Now, since she's been holding the title, she's been consistently performing really, really, really good every single time I see her. But why did it take her winning the title to get us there?
Yeah,
And what's going to happen when she loses it?
I agree with you fully on that one, and we'll see what happens as she revert back to working with Mirai again. Where is it? We
Mhm,
don't know. So
mhm.
the post match is one of my favorite parts. Is she gets given a briefcase with was it 10 million yen?
Yeah.
But or maybe it's 10,000 yen. I don't know. I think it's 10,000. It can be 10 million. 10 million would still
I
be
was
a
going to say
lot of
10
money.
million feels a lot. Yeah.
Because remember, a company has to have 5 million. That would still be like $1,000,000. So I maybe it's 10,000 yen or
Not this
100,000 yen
hard.
maybe. But yeah, Chiaki steals the briefcase from her and runs away, and Mai Sakurai just goes chasing after her. It was pretty goddamn funny.
I love it too because don't they call themselves a wolf pack or something like that? What do they call themselves? Nagisa
Dark
and
Wolf Army.
Chiaki.
Dark Wolf Army.
Or, yeah. Ain't that like a wolf to steal something and run off with it?
Yep. It was kind of shiny, so I can see why she stole it.
She's a wolf, not a magpie, my God.
But wolves like shiny things too.
Maybe, I don't know. My little wolf does not.
Yeah, but he's a Chihuahua.
He looks like a little wolf.
He looks like a hairy Chihuahua.
What what kind of chihuahuas you been seeing that aren't hairy, my guy?
The Taco Bell one.
That has hair, it's just
Yeah,
light
but it's just
colored.
very. But it's also very short hair versus yours is very long
Yeah,
hair.
it's a short hair. That doesn't mean there's no hair.
I
You
know.
weirdo. Anyway.
We
Oh
move.
yeah.
We move on. The main event of the January 19th show was for the Twin Star Championships. It was Bozilla and Tank defending against Nana Takahashi and brand new Marigold, and very new wrestler Syria Yamoka, who just had her first technically 2 matches against Mirai at the January 3rd show. So yeah, and she's already competing within. And again, I think she was with the perfect partner to be with. Is Nana Takahashi, who was on
Hmm.
her way out of the company or on her way to retiring. Not her out. She will be working behind the scenes, as far as I've heard.
Yeah, yeah.
But she's looking, kind of pairing her with the knowledge of Nana Takahashi and going. And this
Mhm.
match was really good. Bozilla and Tank in control for, I would say, 95% of this match, really controlling
Mhm.
this match. But at the end, Bozilla hits a big boot and a lariat. No, so she hits a big boot, and she misses with a lariat to Sari as she ducks out. She hits a big boot to Nane, but she misses the lariat to Sari and hits Tank. Um, Bozilla gets it like slammed. Oh no, shit! I'm reading. I'm reading. I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong
I
one.
was gonna say
Uh,
you're not making a lot of sense right now, my guy. We wanna do try that again.
Okay, I was reading the January 26th match. I apologize. It jumped one ahead. So Bozilla's fighting off Nane, but she ends up missing Sari with the lariat in Lariat's tank. Bozilla is then taken out by Nane. I'm sorry. I apologize, everybody. Sari then spears Tank, but she can only get two. Yes, I am all over the place. I agree. And ew, gross, Dave Meltzer. Uh,
2/3.
I am 2/3. I only have 2/3 of my brain tonight. But she can only get two. So Nani hits a frog splash off the top, and then she goes to the outside to hold Bozilla back, and Sari hits a German and rolls over into the cover to get the win, pinning Tank. I was very surprised by this ending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because for all intent and purposes, it was actually a really good match. I have been very impressed with Yamoka since
Mm-hmm.
she's entered here. Like she kind of entered the kind of parallel I see with her is Koze Fujita. She kind of came out of nowhere and got really good really quick. And it's like every match you see, she gets better and better and better. I feel like Mirai is that perfect person to almost like gateway people, like the Tomohiro Ishii, the heavyweight that you want people tested against, because you know that as much as they're going to work for their stuff, they're going to work to make your stuff look good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it just felt soon. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I was watching it, I was like, wait, no, really? I just, it felt very sudden. It felt very odd. And I don't want this to become the hot potato title of this company.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and so Bozilla after the match is not very happy with Tank. They seem to get into it. They're not on the same page, and it sets up there's your champions, your brand new champions right there.
I was so
Um,
happy.
so just jump to the chat for a second, Logan James. Then Kyrie saying to challenge Kuki Yamare for the GHC championship at Margot's first anniversary. If she is back in time for that, I would love to see those two kill it in the
Well,
ring. Because
yeah.
Kyrie makes sense. She is very close to Rossy Ogawa, and there's a WWE partnership. So I can very much see that. I would love that. And then
Mhm,
Rossy
mhm.
Ogawa is looking at Siri and Mocha as the next big star in Marigold. But yeah, again,
Yeah.
he's like,
Mhm.
if you look at what she did with Mirai for 15 minutes and another, like, I think it was like 7 or 8 minutes, like, she looked
She's good.
tremendous. And every match she has, every multi-person tag that she's been in since, she has looked tremendous. And even here,
Mhm,
and again, you have Nani there to protect her in a lot of spots and help her through a lot of things.
mhm,
Um,
mhm,
but then you also have she shows so much talent, and I think, yeah, she will be a star for this company over the next year or two,
mhm.
easily. Um,
100%.
yeah, and yeah. So coming, did you have anything else on this one?
Nope.
So coming out of
No,
this
I'm good.
with Tank and Bozilla having their little issue, we get a loser leaves Japan match.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bozilla wins. So happy Bozilla's not leaving Japan, because that would make me sad.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. I didn't see it stated anywhere that she can't come back. So Bozilla hits a big boot and a lariat dropping Tank for two. Bozilla slams her into the corner, puts her up on the corner, gets her onto her shoulders, power bomb for the win, sending Tank back to wherever she came from. I was gonna say, did Tank come over here with Omos? Maybe is that why she's leaving? Because Omos is leaving. Is that what happened? I don't know.
I don't think so, no. Um,
Um,
But yeah, did you have a chance to watch this match or
Yeah, I did.
yeah, good. I was surprised by this one. I definitely like seeing Bozilla and Tank as a tag
Mhm.
team
Yeah.
versus against each other. Um, but yeah, it was essentially for me, big meaty man slapping meat, just ladies,
Big meaty ladies slapping meat.
pretty much. It's great.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. Again, you could see how good Bozilla is here
Hmm.
because you could tell that she was carrying Tank in this match. Because Tank is
Very
only a
much so,
couple of
yeah.
years, she's very new to the business. Um,
Hmm.
and you could tell that you could see the inexperience in her, but she didn't do bad. Like there was never anything bad I saw out of her. But Bozilla really showing how good she can to lead somebody young through a match like this and really make them look good. I think was a big
Hmm.
point here. Um,
Hmm.
but after the match, Bozilla gets the mic. She says after the match, she goes, "Your 1 month trip is over." And sends her out of Japan. Then she goes, I showed everyone that size does matter. And then Megaton takes the mic, ruining the moment, and translates for the Japanese crowd.
Well, I appreciate that because, you know, there's been times where we don't know what's being said sometimes, and there's would benefit from having like a commentator or a translator there for
Mhm.
somebody, and it ends up working worked out nicely. I liked
Yeah.
it. I like it. Kind of made her look like a little bit of a manager for her, even though she was present at ringside for that.
Yeah. And it makes sense because, again, she was both of their managers. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And again, I look forward to see Bozilla going forward back into the singles ranking. The only thing
Hmm.
that disappoints me with this whole thing is that Tank was only here for a month, and Dark Wolf Army lost their titles, and they didn't have to. They could have just left Tank wherever the hell
Yeah.
she was, let Bozilla do the single stuff, and kept the titles on the Dark Wolf Army. That's. I just didn't want to see that. I just don't. I'm so mad that they lost the
Especially
titles.
when we were waiting for so long for Nikita and Chiaki to win those titles, and since the titles were pretty much announced, that was like the first team for me personally that I was like,
Me
that
too.
that should be the team. That's the
Yeah,
team.
yeah. I'm
Don't know what's
completely with
going
you.
there. Don't know what's
Yeah, I'm
going on
with you
there.
there. But yeah, so Tank has left Japan. She Brazilla probably carried her out and tossed her over the board, up over the border into the water. Yeah.
F5000. Tulu.
So
Auf Wiedersehen.
we're going to finish this off with a little bit of Stardom news. Just want to talk about the Stardom Awards, and we're going to talk about an upcoming World of Stardom title match.
Yes.
Oh, that's just her yelling at Tank after the match. Yeah. Uh,
Very
so
demure, very cutesy, very mindful. Is
so
that
we
still a thing?
I don't even know what you're talking about, but okay. We are going to
Oh
talk.
man.
Stardom had their 2024 awards here. Was it about just past weekend? Um, and so we did get the award recipients. The Technique Award, your skill, your style, went to the High Speed Champion, May Sarah. Your Fighting Spirit Award went to Momo Watanabe. Your Outstanding Performance Award went to Saori Anu. That doesn't surprise
Mhm.
me.
Mhm.
She has had a wonderful year. Your Shining
Mhm.
Award, I don't know what that means. Starlight Kid. The best unit is, we'll get back to best unit. Your best tag team, obviously, is Wingori, and that's who won it because they're the best tag team.
They had a great year.
They did.
Great year.
hmm your best match of the year was Mayu Itani versus Momo Watanabe for the IWGP Women's Championship at Historic Crossover 2. Yeah, great match.
Great match.
Um, Your MVP of the year was Micah. No surprise there, sitting dead center there, holding their trophy. Your
Mhm.
two special recognition awards went to Saya Kamatani and Mina Shirakawa.
Mhm.
And then I gotta go back to this best unit.
Are we changing their name to the undeserving unit?
Yeah, the undeserving unit, Cosmic Angels. Um, no. Yes, I understand. Tam, you're the undeserving champion at the time, won the world title, and they still have the artist. They still have the artist the titles hostage, and Natsupoi was your wonder champion for a while. But as a unit, no, it was not the best unit. Neo Genesis only formed halfway through the year, and they're a better unit.
Hate. Hate
EXP,
also formed halfway through the year, had a way better year.
even if you had awarded it to Oedo Tai, who is defunct now, better unit, and they're gone. Oedo Tai is dead, and they're a better unit. Hate is a better unit. EXP is a better unit. Dude, Stars is a better unit, and they had a weird year, and they're a better unit. I'm sorry. As a unit, Cosmic Angels was not the best unit.
I
No,
love
they were
that
at
the
the
only
bottom.
unit that we didn't mention is also the largest within Stardom, which is God's Eye.
God's Eye is a better unit.
What are they at? 9 members now?
Something like that. They just added a new girl.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have to echo your sentiment there. I saw that and I was like trying to think. I was like, was this fan voted again? Was that a fan voted
Probably.
thing? I can't remember. Even still, I agree. I feel like there were a lot more other factions that had a better year. Empress Nexus Venus forming at the beginning of it and throughout that whole Exodus thing to me was a lot more impressive than the kind of lackluster year that Tam had until she won the title, became the undeserving champion. Natsupoi, she's starting to feel a little forced, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's
And
starting to feel Cena-esque.
just so you're aware, Hate is the biggest unit with 8. God's Eye only has 7.
Oh, well, shit. Is that including Azusa?
No, but
Azusa
she's
and
not
Hama?
listed on the main roster though. She's an
Oh,
ancillary member. She's not technically because she's not a full time roster person, so I don't count her.
that's
So
fair.
Hate for
That's fair.
full time rosters, Hate has 8 of on just on your full time roster. Hate has 8.
Oh, for some reason
Yep.
I thought there was 9 members of God's Eye.
No, there's only
Maybe
tech-
maybe are those the part-timers or people who aren't full-time at the company, maybe?
it
Because
might be your
Toma,
part Tomaka Naba or the Tomaka
yeah,
or is us Tomaka
yeah,
is and Azusa is not listed for Hate, so technically Hate has another member there. So
yeah. It's
Hate's the
just like,
Hate
wow,
Hate's the biggest faction.
they are. But
Yeah.
that's probably why you're going to eventually see a Hontai situation
Hmm.
in Stardom to form to combat the faction that is hate. At least that's what I hope what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the Stardom Awards, we get announced a title match for this Sunday, February 2nd. New champ! New champ! No. As much as I want Susan Suzuki to win this title,
Me
the title
too.
she has deserved for so long, you can't take it away from Kamatani right now. She's doing great work. She has been just stellar in everything she's done.
It's so good. It's so unfortunate that her like metamorphosis happened so late in 2024 that we couldn't include a lot of the things that she accomplished in our 2025
mm,
review of her because as it stands right now, like just pop off, she's going to be my superstar of the year if she keeps going the way she's going. She's going
mm,
to other companies, she's defending her title, she's winning other titles. We have seen Sayaka Mitani go from this like amazing wrestler who is just kind of almost like hiding in the shadow of her captain Utami Hayashishida to becoming, I would almost say she could rival Tora for leadership of hate and how good she's doing right now. It's crazy.
Yeah. So we have come to the end of another episode of the Japanese Wrestling Update. So,
Oh, what a
ladies and
Friday
gentlemen,
night.
I want to thank y'all for joining us here on this Friday night, whether it's late at night for you or it's only 9 p.m. like it is for us, or it's earlier in the evening for you if you're on the West Coast. Thank you so much, or if you're in Hawaii, even earlier. Thank you so much for joining us. We really do appreciate you joining us here because we love you. As we get out of here, you can find. Oop, I gotta get over there. Ooh, oh, I have the wrong one open. There it is. You can find me on the X and Blue Sky at that Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at that Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk or YouTube.com/ at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, where we have all of our regular content, long form, talking about all the professional wrestling we do over there. You can also find me and Mel over on A Plus Productions in Audio Farm, where they replay all of our Japanese wrestling content in an audio form. Go check them out, A Plus Productions on Facebook or aplusproductions.com, and add the RSS feed to your podcast catcher of choice. You can also find me right here on Our Local Establishment tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. You will find myself and Mark Talks Wrestling as we talk Royal Rumble. We're going to give you a Royal Rumble preview show. I'm going to predict which weird superstars I think are going to show up in each of these Rumbles. I have some picks. Don't worry. They're all the way out there. Trust me. I have some crazy surprises that I really would love to see. So check them out. And then you can find me on Sunday Point of View as I give my thoughts on the Royal Rumble because I will not be part of the pre-show because I'm going to be at Melball's house watching the Rumble, so I won't be part of the pre-show or the post-show. And then on so check me out there, and we'll be back next week for Japanese Wrestling Update. And I'll give a shout out to our boy Mike the Rev, youtube.com/backbreaker video. Check out all the content he simulcasts of ours over there. I need to give a big point here. Twitch.tv/Mike the Ref. This Sunday night, February 2nd, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Come check out his over there because we are going. I think it's also going to be simulcasted on Backbreaker Video on YouTube. Please come and check out our 10-year Backbreaker Media anniversary, as myself and Mike are going to sit down and chat about the history. We started this company back. We started Backbreaker back in 2015. We're going to go over talk about some people that contributed. One of our boys, Brian, who is no longer with us, who was there with us, chatting all the independent professional wrestling that we chatted over these years. I know Ashley said she might show up for a little bit. Maybe Melball might make an appearance. You never know. So come check that out this Sunday night on Backbreaker Video on YouTube and twitch.tv/Mike the Ref. Please come join us. Help us celebrate 10 years of Backbreaker Video and all the different versions that we have had done and all the different things we have done from the Edmonton Sports Podcast Network, the Edmonton SPN, all the way to Backbreaker Media. Come join us. 10 years. 10. The perfect 10 years, baby.
Shout out John Spears.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't have a picture with him, so. Thank you, Steve Poe, for joining us here. Don't worry, I will have a card for you very soon. I will make one of my cards up for you. So don't worry, I will have one for you for the next show. But yeah, back to the banners. You can also in the Melball. Where can we find you?
Hi, how are you? You can find me on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can find me on everything else: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on here every Friday with this guy for this show, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, just like today. Next week, we are going to be here live again because there is no wrestling happening. I don't think.
No, and then the weekend after, wrestling is on Saturday.
Hey, winning for us. So we will see you next week, you can also catch me on Monday with Auntie Collins and Astrid Pizarro when we do a women's classic wrestling, where we are talking about the Mae Young Classic from 2017. I'm excited because I haven't actually seen any of these tournament matches. It's like a first time viewing for me, so I get to experience that. And then Auntie Collins and Astrid have both seen it before, but are having a heck of a fun time rewatching it. STG excited over there. Yes.
Yeah, yes, I did. Mel, did you own Pogs?
I currently have some.
There you go. I don't have any of my Pogs, but I did
I'll
own
have to bring
Pogs.
them up for the next stream. I've got some Power Ranger ones. Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? You can also catch me on Thursday again with Auntie Collins and Kyle Sparks, where we are doing Honor Ramble, where the three of us ramble about Ring of Honor. Oh my God. Oh my God, Andre, I don't know what I've gotten myself into, but we are having fun rambling about it. Yes, I do have Power Ranger Pogs. They're Pink Ranger specifically because, yes, yes, Hazuki is amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
You have to check out her old music if you can still find it called Holy Shit. Thank me later. Um, what else? What else? On a ramble. Astro Pizarro's YouTube channel where we do our show latest wrestling showcase. Stay tuned to our socials to find out when that is coming out. What else? I think that's everything, Andre. Oh, if you're wanting to watch any of the wrestling we've mentioned today, we will leave links in the description box below. It is stardom-world.com. I did it again. Wrestle. Why am I developing a list at 40? Come on now. Wrestle-universe.com and NJPW So Stardom is currently about $7.50 Canadian. That's what I've been paying. Wrestle Universe is approximately 10 American or Canadian.
Both Rest of the Universe and Independent World are about 10 American. Let's go with that.
Okay, 10 American for both those shows. Wrestle Universe is going to be the best bang for your buck. You get access to 8 different Japanese wrestling shows, including Noah, including DDT, Marigold, Tokyo Joshi Pro, so many more. So go check that out. 10 Canadian, great Sean Spears, American, great Sean Spears. Anyway, I'm not getting another Sean Spears, am I?
No.
Rude. Rude. Alrighty. Oh! It's got excited there. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people? Oh my God, it's Vanilla Baby.
I just want to say thank y'all for joining us here on OLE. We thank you so very much for all the great support you have given us. Yeah, that's right. Mel's guy. Sharp. I want to thank y'all so much for joining us here. If you are on the Twitch, please give us a follow so you can be alerted every time we drop new shows. And if you do want to support us, you can subscribe, but you do not have to. And if you are watching on the YouTube side, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Please share us out to your friends, family, and just the kooky little monsters that happen to exist in your brain. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
That's one of the monsters in the brain.
Have you seen that animation? I don't know what cartoon it is or what, but there's like a guy with like super long fingers who just does that to people. And the guy he does it to, he's like, dude, I'm telling you, if you do that to me again, I'm punching you. And he totally did. He did it to him again, punched him right in the like gut, I think. He didn't
Find it
really
for
have
me.
a
I need to
neck.
see it. Find it for
I
me.
think I
need
have
see
to.
this.
I will. Okay, that being said, I am your Melball. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Mwah.